Hey, what's going on, everybody? MrKingdomKash, Charles Dyson here. I am with my good friends, absolutely crushing this thing, trading wise. I'm with Mr. Patrick Poole, who we will be interviewing and featuring today, and my brother Tremain Stewart. Y'all seen him before, but some amazing things happening on the trading side of things. And we want to cut right to the chase. I want actually, Trey, I'm gonna get yours too. But we're gonna start with Patrick. Patrick, just tell the people listening to this right now, uh, you've had multiple four-figure days. So give them both of them. Tell them what you were able to do.
Yeah, so a few weeks ago, was trading a pair, went from about $1,000 to about $5,800 in 2 days, and then this most recent one I got right now started at 565, and right now we're at about 4,500.
Yee, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes,
And and Jermaine, I know you've been busting the market up a little bit. Tell everybody what you've been able to do.
But I'm sure if you've seen me before, you heard me, talk about the $2,400 day. You know, but what I'm really proud of. I'm really proud of the 3 and 4 figure consistent days that I've been able to just continually hit day in, day out. You know, that's what I appreciate the most, because when you're somebody like myself who's a full-time investor, with a wife, a wonderful wife, and with 3 children, it's you 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 tend to put pressure on yourself if you really don't have control, man. So
Mm.
I'm more proud of myself instead of, I've had some great days, man, 4 figure days, et cetera. But I'm more proud of the consistent days,
Yes,
man.
sir.
The
Yes, sir.
3 and 4 digit, just consistent days. So
Because
yeah, I appreciate you.
you're up 900 today. You told me, right?
Yes, just today. Just today.
Just today. That
And
see,
I ain't done. And I ain't done.
me
we
either.
ain't
I'm
done
done
with
with neither.
it. we, we ain't done with it. Listen, man, I'm that's absolutely amazing. We make these videos to show people that we're everyday people, we're average people. No matter where somebody is around the world, we want people to understand that trading is real. All right, it doesn't matter, what you've seen anywhere else, and I don't care who told you trading was hard. Trading is easy when you have the correct information. And that's the key. You want to be with a community of people who have the right information, and that's what we have. The Skittles Strategy has been changing people's lives all over the world, and that's why we do these interviews. But Patrick, I want to give you time to talk because you said that you're actually still working full time.
I am. I work at a truck stop as assistant manager. Got this job because of COVID. Graduated, but the real thing about this was I didn't start training until I actually got COVID because like I was underpaid, and then one of my friends hit me up and he was already in the group, so I went to one of his like his opening sessions about the foreign exchange market. So went through that, and then I got plugged in. So really started from there, and then like you just said, I found a consistent product. Went through my ups and downs, but once I started mastering it and started getting the hang of it, that's when the results started coming in. And it's just been great because you start small. Like when I first started, I was winning over $5. Like I won $5 profit. I was like, let's go. And then the more you start doing it, it goes from 5 to 20, and then I think my first biggest trade in the day was $450, and like I was jumping up and down off the walls, Charles. I was like, dang. And then the more I continued learning about Bitcoin and this pair, how volatile it gets more consistent and gets produces more profits. Man, it's been great.
That's it.
It's
That's
been a
it.
great run.
And I think it's impressive, that you're working a full time job, so you got that money coming.
Right.
At the same time, you're churning out 3 and 4 figure trading days.
That's
You're
right.
growing accounts from a couple hundred to multiple four figures in days.
That's right.
I want people to really understand what that can do for your life. Like, imagine taking a $200 account, $300 account, and turning it into thousands repeatedly. And that's what trading can do. And Tremain, you know, you're on the other side, you're full-time investing now. And like you said, you've had great trading days. And you got your wonderful wife, them babies, them beautiful babies. I'm just proud of the fact that, you know, people can come into this thing, learn a skill, and walk away with something that's going to help them make money forever. I want you to talk about that a little bit.
Absolutely, bro. You know, started out back in April, which, you know, me and Donovan, we always turn back to you, you know, because man, it was because of you, bro. You know, of course, our spouses being there and supporting us, but when you have somebody who you never even met in person, that's willing to be on Zoom calls with you, being on the phone with you, you know, 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, man, you know, and a man with 9 kids on top of that, and a beautiful wife herself, man. That alone had me so. I'm like, bro, if this man can commit when he got his kids, you know, and at that time, your oldest was home too. So I think you had all your kids in the house, man. So it's like, it was crazy, bro, and I appreciated that, bro. I don't even tell you enough of, you know, how much I appreciate the time that you've dedicated to me and my family, bro, and just continue to push and press us and motivating us and
Absolutely.
feeding us with this positivity, man. Whenever, you know, you may be down, I may have, you know, did something, and it's always good, because there's times where I've done something and I didn't tell you. I was like, man, I can't tell Charlie, man. He just talked about this on the call yesterday, and I went and did this the next day. I'm like, bro, I can't even tell you, but it was like God already had ordained the conversation, because then we start talking, and then you bring it up, and I'm like, yeah, I know, huh? That's crazy. Yeah. You know, and I'm like, man, them people that's what they do. That's what they do. So with all that being said, bro, again, I'm always tell you, appreciate you, man. No. But it's more that I can really explain, man, on this call right now, how impactful that this has been for me, because I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit, if I said it right. You know, I never seen myself working for somebody, man. I've always had, even when I was younger, I always had the will and the want to not allow somebody to place a value on my time, because I was like, man, I can. I always felt like I can make this, you know, the money, you know, the special little, which I know it helps some people, but you know, the little, what they call it, what you make an hour, you know, the minimum wage, your minimum wage. I'm like, man, I'm spending 8 hours a day, and you paying me $10 an hour. So I'm here an hour, and then you give me $10. I mean, another hour, and you give me $10 more. I'm like, man, this is stupid. So I was chasing after things that either paid me a higher amount, or something that I can make tips, you know, something to kind of reciprocate, you know, and sales or something like that. But, you know, that don't always work out for you as well, because you have to have a product that's beneficial, that people that is going to make it easy for someone to want to purchase. So long story short, man, just having something like this, something that not only you can acquire a skill, you know, because I explained it to somebody who's getting started this week, just yesterday. I said, you know, you don't you have to acquire the skill. You have to spend time and do it. You have to get hands-on with it. You just can't watch somebody else do it. You can't just watch videos. You have to get active. You have to start doing it, because he knew a little bit. He was a sharp guy. And I say, man, think about it like this. Would you want a doctor go to school, and he never performed surgery before? All he did was watch it, and you are his first patient.
No, sir. No, sir.
And he come in there and say, like, well, hey guys, like, hey man, look, this the first time I'm doing this, man. So, wish me luck. I'm like, what? Oh, no, I'm getting up. I don't care what's wrong with me. So I turned that over, to what I was trying to, my point is, we getting a skill, man. We're just like anybody else. We're just like any surgeon, any lawyer, any doctor, whatever you want to call us. We obtain a skill, and then we take that skill, we practice it, because he was wondering if you got to put money directly into it. I said, man, we have demo accounts that you can utilize, man. And I say, man, we put you in a position for success.
That's it.
We give you every single tool. And I say, bro, as this platform and my mentor, which I'm talking to him, talking about you, of course, Charlie. I say, listen, we a family, man.
That's it.
I say, our community, bro, is a family, man. You can get on. I say, we have our own channel. You can get on our Discord channel, and you can drop a question, and people gonna be ready to answer you in your inbox, asking for your phone number, really trying to get your solution. I mean, your problem, to get a solution to it. I say, so whoever may be watching it, man, is like, I was the type of person who just knew I wanted something better for me and my family. I wanted something that was going to either supplement my income or take me to a place, because I always felt like I was supposed to be rich, man. I was supposed to be wealthy. I had a taste for the finer things in life, but I had a Dollar Tree budget, so yeah. So you get everything you need. You don't just get taught how to trade. You get mindset.
That's it.
Your mental. You get everything you need to transition. Like Patrick was just saying, the transition from an employee that had no knowledge about investing at all.
And you know what?
So you're in a transition phase to get to be an investor. So go ahead, brother.
I want Patrick to speak on that too, because Patrick, speak to the people who might be watching this right now about the value of having access to a community when you're learning how to trade, because I think that's invaluable. Just having the ability to come to consistent webinars, learn a strategy, ask questions, get your questions answered, all those things.
No, and you're right, Charles, because the reason why I'm at where I'm at is because I got information. Because when you're a trader, it's a psychological mindset. So that's why, like when people hear about it, their first mindset is like, oh, it's psychological. I mean, yeah, it can mess with your mind, but that's why we have the tools to help you succeed, to help you relax and focus on what you're trying to do. That's why Tremain even said, last night, we give you a variety of stuff to look at to make money. But when you focus on one product, one thing I've learned even in my job in my life, when you simplify things, you make things easier, people are going to gravitate to that more.
Absolutely.
So I think that in this community, with all the help you can get, I mean, we got people all around the world. So if you need someone to talk to at 2:00 in the morning, someone gonna be there.
Yep.
Charles is gonna be there at some point too. Like, I hit Tremain up all the time whenever I got a person that I want to prospect. So there's a community, like there's a line of people that just want to help someone succeed. Like, I think someone should never be afraid of coming that has any questions, because the tools, the resources are just abundant here.
Mm-hmm.
Books, audios, anything to keep your mind going. I mean, it's here.
That's it. And then
Absolutely.
the other component, Tremain, I want you to talk about is there's people watching this right now. They don't know us.
Yeah.
They don't know me. They don't know you. They don't know Patrick. And that fear of just reaching out to somebody you ain't never talked to before. Yeah. I want you to talk about that because, like you just mentioned it, me and you, and then me and Patrick have never met physically in person. But from where I'm at in Atlanta, Tremain, you're over in Louisiana. Patrick, I think you're in Louisiana too, right?
East Texas.
East Texas, right? We're in 3 different locations, but yet we are able to make money together. And our community is built that way. We got people all over the world that plug into our community, our system, and we're able to actually transfer this information and teach them. So, you know, I want you to speak to that point. Like, what would you tell somebody who's nervous about working with somebody they have never met before? Can you speak to that?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, bro. You know, so like you just said, starting back with my personal story, Donovan reached out to you, which he never met, found you on what? Social media, YouTube, you know, and reached out to you, and boom, you reach out back, and literally that's just how simple it was. That's literally just how simple it was. But I really want people to think about it like when you go put in for a new job. When you go sit in with that interviewer, you giving them your entire life. You got your entire life on a piece of paper. Yep. You don't know that person from left or right, and you hand it over to them, and you're telling them all the things that they need to hear so that they choose if they want to hire you or not.
For an hourly
You're not even in the driver's seat.
That's it.
Here, you're in the driver's seat. You have a choice to contact Patrick on Facebook, Instagram, to contact Charles on Facebook or Instagram, or contact myself on those same outlets, and just say, hey, I seen your video. It's real simple. I'm like, look, here we go. Follow me. If you're watching this, get your pen, whatever you need, get your pencil and write this down. Say, hey, I saw your video. I thought it was great. I just want some more information.
That's it.
That's it.
There you go.
That's it.
You just that's it. I promise you, Charles or Patrick, them guys they may look rough, but them guys are some nice, sweet teddy bears. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Nah, man, some of the coolest dudes. Yeah. Like my brothers, like I say, Patrick, I call him my little brother now, bro. That's right. That's little brother. You know, and bro, you already know our relationship, how we get down. So I can say, I mean, how many more times that I need to say it? It's family here.
Family.
We're not going to attack you. So just come respectful though, because this one thing I will say, and I'm gonna turn it back over to you, Charlie. This man to the right of me has 9 kids and a lovely wife. You heard Patrick, he's an assistant manager. I have a wife and kids. Although we are very loving and will welcome you with open arms, we are serious about what we do. Mm-hmm. We are dead serious about what we do. This is literally Charles and his wife don't have a job.
At all.
Me and my wife don't have a job. My wife trades, Christina trades. Yep. My wife built, matter of fact, when we talk, my wife built a $200 account. Me and her both did. We tested ourselves. We both we opened up a new account and say, let's start an account with $200 and see what we can do. Mm-hmm. That was on the 2nd. I started mine on the 2nd. My wife started hers on the 4th. She got hers the 13th, huh?
Of February?
Yeah.
2nd of February, 4th of February.
I was the 2nd, her the 4th.
Okay.
She got hers to 1,300. I got mine to 17.
Let's go.
Just under a week. What?
Let's go.
Snap.
But look, check this out. What's crazy about it? No, the dates are reversed. She was the 2nd. I was the 4th. She built her account up to like 600 and then gave me 200. And that's how I started it. I'm telling man, we serious, man. Like the money, like we don't have jobs. So we are very, very cautious with how we invest.
Absolutely.
Because we don't have jobs. We have a 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom, condo, apartment deal, whatever. You know, we got a car. We got a, 2019. We got a car note. We got insurance. We got an extended warranty, light bill. Like, we have real lives, man. This is not a game. So I said all that to say this is not a game.
Mm-hmm.
We're not. This is dead. We're dead serious. We're really doing this.
Mm-hmm.
This is real. We don't have time for you to get in any one of our inboxes and joke and play around.
Mm-hmm.
But that, I don't want that to scare you away. But listen, we serious.
Just come serious.
Just come serious. Just come serious and be ready.
And be ready.
We'll get your questions answered, and then we move forward. But guess what? And I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna be done, Charlie. The bag will be got. And I know that was lingo. I know that was slang. But the bag will be had. We will get it. My kids gonna eat.
That's it.
Right.
My wife gonna enjoy Valentine's Day. My wife gonna enjoy her birthday.
That's it.
We're not gonna struggle. I refuse to let my family struggle, man.
Come on.
That's right.
Man, look, boy, I just got emotional, boy. I just had to calm myself down for a second, bro.
This is for real. Oh yeah.
I can't, man. Yeah. I love my family too much, man. Patrick said it a minute ago. There's 5 reasons why you doing this, man. I love my family, bro. Mm-hmm. I got family who's struggling.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna be able to make a change.
That's it.
Man, and I have so many people invest in me too, Charlie, as well, over the times. And yes, I'm talking about financially because I was horrible with money. I'm talking about, mentally because I went through times of depression and sadness. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reasons, bro. Spiritually, like physically, mm-hmm. Man, I done had people to do some great things for me, man, and I'm forever grateful. Mm-hmm. But it's coming back tenfold to every single person who did it, and then people can just line up because that's the goal, man, is to get this out and get people to see that, man, you can stop struggling, man. You don't have to keep struggling.
That's it.
I'm sorry, bro. I went on a tear for a second,
I love
man.
it.
But
people need to hear that, man. People need to hear that. They need to understand that, in life we have choices. You can choose to do better. Right. And what do I always teach? Your bank account is going to be in direct reflection of the people that you surround yourself with. And you get the right information like Patrick was talking about. You get into this community with the right people, with the people that have a heart to help others and the right information. We talking about making money from a phone, making money while you sleep. And all you got to do is be consistent and plug in. Your life will change. Right. And that's exactly why we post these videos. Right. We literally just post it because it's not going to hurt us to share this information with others. Right. Yeah. And all you got to do is make a decision. So, man, this has been amazing, man. And I want to go ahead and cut it here so it's not too long. I want Patrick, I'm going to put it on the screen so everybody can see it, but just tell them verbally, where do you want people to reach out to you?
Reach out to me on Facebook, Patrick Poole. There's an E at the end of my last name, Poole. Mm-hmm. And then Instagram, Patrick Poole 63, undercase. I got Messenger, I got Instagram, so just DM me. I'm willing to help. I mean, I work with people all the time. Like, I'm here to help. The Lord's called me to serve and educate. So I'm telling you, one thing I've learned is for anyone that's trying to join, faith will be required to reach the path that you desire. So whenever you're just debating, like, yeah, there's risk, but the reward for this, I mean, especially, you guys can make more money than me. Anyone can.
That's it.
And that's the right thing. There. And the thing also is when you come in, like, the reason I didn't start making more money until I listened to a mentor. So just know that someone's going to be with you, like, because that's what you need, because we don't know. But once that mentor coaches you, that's when your life takes off in this. And I'm telling you. And then the 5 reasons why, there's going to be your downturn, your downtime. That's why you go back to why you're here. And that's what's kept me here. It's those goals. You know, I got a goal to start flying airplanes one day. This is going to help me get to it. I'm not leaving. We just beginning.
That's it. That's it, boy.
I'm so proud of this. I'm so proud of that dude, man. That's my guy, man. That's my guy, man.
My guy.
He sounded so different, man. Like from 8 months ago till now, it's amazing.
It's amazing, man. And that's the growth. That's the growth. That's what this thing is about. It's about helping people become the best version of themselves, financially, spiritually, mentally, even physically. You know, we got the team working out. We got some Olympic runners on our team and stuff. And
yeah.
Working out every day. They motivating everybody else to get physical and start, taking care of the health. This thing is a community. It's a family. And we care about, everybody winning and everybody elevating. Tremain, same thing with you, man. If anybody wants to reach out to you personally, how can they find you? I'm gonna put it on the screen, but just tell them.
Yeah. This is gonna be Tremain, Tremain Stewart, Stewart, on Facebook, and on Instagram is I'm gonna send it to you, Charles. It's kind of matter of fact, I'm gonna change my Instagram name because it's stupid long.
I put it on the screen. Don't even worry.
It's stupid long. It's stupid long, bro. And I'm gonna say this. You probably can't see me, but I'm going back to the quote that Christopher Terry said. Understand that where you are today is a direct reflection of the choices you've made in the past. Mm-hmm. If you're not happy with where you're at, if you're not happy with your current results, you can make one decision that will alter the course of your life for the better. Make the decision today. And that's from our CEO.
That's good, man. That's real good. And of course, y'all know who I am, MrKingdomKash, Charles Dyson. You can reach me through any of the ways that you see on your screen, Facebook, Instagram. I'm actually going to put our free information group on the screen. You can go to increasemenow.info. That'll take you to our free information group on Facebook. You just send a request to get in. You could put any of our names, Patrick Poole, you see his name on the screen, Tremain Stewart, or Charles Dyson, that's the person who invited you in. And when you get into the group, you can go to the announcements section of the group, right? You'll see an announcements button at the top. It'll take you to a 12-minute video that's right there that explains how the whole entire program works. So you can see in detail how everything works. It's only a 12-minute video. And in the group, you get literally testimony after testimony after testimony, right, of people who are actually doing this. And you can get live testimonies day by day and literally see the whole entire global community posting money that we're making from our phone, right? So that's good for you guys to plug into. Just make sure when you go to the group and send a request to get into the group that you actually request us as friends as well on Facebook and shoot us a message letting us know that you're reviewing the information. So we'll be there to answer your questions after you finish watching everything. All right. But guys, it would be our pleasure to work with you, our pleasure to help you. Listen, Patrick and Tremain, they work directly with me. So I want you guys contact them, right? Because when you get involved with them, you automatically get me as well, right? So definitely hit these guys up, get started with them. You get me as a coach as well. They've been trained by me. They're making money, right? They're doing great. And our global community is prepared to serve you and help you gain this skill. Trading is real and you need to do it. I really feel like everybody should be trading. Everybody can trade. In fact, my wife and I taught our children how to trade. I have team members around the world who taught their grandchildren, their children at 6 years old. There's 6-year-olds that are doing $20 a day, $30 a day, $50 a day at 6 years old. So if we can put 6-year-olds in position to learn this skill, then ladies and gentlemen, you have no reason to be afraid, right? And that's the truth. So don't be scared. Get the information. We'll be glad to help you. Want to thank Mr. Tremain, Mr. Patrick. Love y'all dudes, man. For real, for real. And anybody watching this video, we can't wait to serve you. And we'll see you on the inside.